Hey everyone, Sojan here. I'm here to discuss some things about the potential next-gen console for Nintendo and the future of Nintendo. So, with that being said, I wanted to announce to my subscribers that I'll be starting discussion videos from here on out. Basically, I'll be talking about different things, about different consoles, and different things I want to talk about as far as my expectations, what I'd like to see in the future of certain companies like Sony and Nintendo, and even discuss things like what I prefer, whether it's physical games versus digital games, and so on. So if you guys have any suggestions, definitely comment below and let me know. Subscribe to see more content like this, and go ahead and hit that bell icon. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this. So the future of Nintendo, the next-gen console. There have been many rumors out there, but unfortunately, I'm not going to become one of those informative news type of channels. Instead, I'm going to talk about what I'd like to see in the future based off of what I think Nintendo would possibly go with and what I believe everybody else would like to see, down to some selfish things that I personally would like to see that I'm not sure everybody else would agree with. But that's the beauty of a discussion video like this. So first off, we're going to go ahead and talk about the next-gen console, what I would like to see and what Nintendo would possibly come out with in the future. So my speculations, or in my honest opinion, I think Nintendo could possibly go down the route of tablet-type systems in the future. As far as the next-gen console, I'm pretty sure they will come up with the next-gen console and make it a tablet-only console, or possibly something more versatile, kind of like the Wii U, plugging it into the TV where you can possibly even use the screen simultaneously, which would be kind of cool. I don't know. This is just speculation, but this is what I would like to see in the future, and personally, I think Nintendo would do this. And what I would like to see, and probably will see from them, is a digital-only variation, including a physical media variation, like the PS5 launched consoles. With that being said, also adding a home-only console variation. So let's go ahead and dive into that. Before we actually go into further details with that, I personally would like to see this next-gen console with a similar design to the Switch Lite, meaning get rid of the whole Joy-Cons thing. I don't like the Joy-Cons that much, only because of the fact that they can easily break, and their thumbsticks drift a lot, especially with the earlier models. And honestly, I just prefer the old-fashioned, like, analog stick, thumbsticks, and analog buttons. Having something similar to the Switch Lite's controls would be nice, but more so kind of like the Wii U's look and feel of that gamepad that most people don't really like for some reason. I'm one of the few who actually does. So no more Joy-Cons. It could come with a Pro controller. Comes in the box with the console. It could be dockable, of course, with said controls still attached to the console, so it's a full, solid handheld console. You can still dock it, which would be nice. Much more powerful console, which honestly needs to be on par with the PS4 when it's docked, and at least the PS3 when it's portable, which would be nice. Use of external hard drives in the dock while it's docked only. Personally, that's just a personal thing I would like to see. It would be nice if you can be able to use external hard drives, so that way you can have more storage, especially when it's docked. So let's say there's games that you only play at home. You can load up on that hard drive all those games you play at home and stream, for example, and just load them up just like that, which would be kind of cool. So I came up with this different pricing, especially with the fact that this is going to be the next-gen console and much more powerful than the current Switch. So these are just random numbers I came up with. Nintendo can change them at any time, but I came up with these random prices. $300 US for digital only, and $350 for the physical media variation, only because this will be more powerful than the normal Switch. The digital only version can have 256 gigabytes of storage minimum, up to 1 terabyte, which would be nice. And the physical variation can start off at 128 gigabytes and could go up to a terabyte if you really want to, which would be nice. Micro SD card slot up to 1 to 2 terabytes. Of course, as I mentioned before, analog buttons and thumbsticks, and as powerful as a PS4 when docked, as powerful as a PS3 when it's portable, which would be really nice. I also would like to possibly see a possible use of a stylus pen, kind of similar to the Galaxy Note phone stylus pens, where it's that touchscreen that is used on most tablets and phones, so you cannot really use a DS stylus or anything. So it would require the use of a mechanical, like special type of pen, kind of like the Note does, and that would be kind of cool to see more touch-based games. Now, as far as the home-only console variation, what I would personally see that being is honestly around like $200, maybe to $200 to $250 US. No micro SD card slot, and a physical media slot for physical games. Only a hard drive that would be installed up to 500 gigabytes, and then as powerful as a PS4, and with the use of also being able to plug in an external hard drive. That's personally what I would like to see in the home console variation, which would make a lot more sense. Some more use of the USB on the dock. I would personally like to see a Nintendo DS or 3DS player, or possibly both in one, which would be very nice. So you could be able to play your old 3DS and DS games on the big screen, similar to the Nintendo GameCube's Game Boy player. So what I would like to see, of course, would be the use of a startup cartridge in the cartridge slot to boot it up, kind of like the boot disc from the GameCube. So that way you boot it up with that special cartridge and it automatically goes to that USB connection, which would be kind of cool. Bluetooth or wired touchscreen controller to play most DS games with a built-in mic. No camera for the DSi, and USB-C rechargeable. Stylus pen slot with stylus, of course, which would be nice. So it would be like a special type of controller that could come with the package. I'm assuming, of course, right around $99.99 or $100 US for the whole package. That could come with a small black box that literally has a USB-C plug-in with a USB-A end of the plug, so you can plug it directly into the dock. And then, of course, a game card slot, and then a physical sleep button for games like Legend of Zelda that require closing the DS and reopening it. These are just different things I would like to see. It would be really awesome. If somebody from Nintendo sees this, they would take my ideas and probably make it possible. So now down to more classic games. I personally would love to see Nintendo 64 games come through Nintendo Online, kind of like the NES and Super Nintendo games. I would definitely love to see Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color games, including original Game Boy games, come. Like, basically just bring back Virtual Console for Nintendo Online, which would be really, really nice. And last and final, I give this next and final thing that I want to talk about in this video all credit to Nintendo Prime, as I have overheard him talking about this randomly in one of his streams. I can't remember which stream, but shout out to him for this random idea in this video. And basically what I would love to see is what he would love to see, and that's randomly getting free games per month like PlayStation Plus on your Nintendo Switch Online account. That, or if Nintendo really wants to make extra money, maybe they can come up with a Nintendo Switch Online Plus version. So you pay just a little bit more yearly on top of your current subscription. Basically, it could be like a $10 difference or something like that, maybe even $20 difference per year. And just randomly getting monthly free games like PlayStation Plus. Once you download them, they're yours forever for free. Even if you cancel your subscription, that game is yours permanently. That would be kind of cool. That, or some sort of renting game variation type of thing, kind of like GameFly, but Nintendo does that for you. And as long as you pay monthly, you can download X amount of games and play them for free. And then when you're done with them, you could delete them and then just download something else. So I think that would be pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And if there are any other discussion videos that you guys want to see me do in the future, definitely let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead and thumbs it up. Subscribe, hit the bell icon. Follow me on Twitter, Sojan_Netos. All that information is down below, and I will let you guys know when I'll be streaming and bringing out more content like this. Thanks again for watching, guys. Have an awesome one, and be safe. Bye-bye.